Okay, hey YouTube, what's going on? I know it's been a while, but I'm back with another video. This one's going to be a little bit different though, okay? First of all, I apologize for not being really consistent with my uploads, but I'm trying to as best as I can. Okay, so this video I'm not going to be doing any reviews or anything like that. I'm just going to be doing a rant. I got some things I need to get off my chest. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about how society affects our skin. First of all, I've been feeling really shitty these past few days, maybe this past week, because I've been getting flare-ups on my arms, on my face, on my neck, and I'm just like, God damn it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my friends and I were out the other day. We were downtown, crossing the street, about to go to my friend's house. And it's downtown Toronto, so it's fairly crowded, right? So we're waiting at the crosswalk, and there are a bunch of girls that come up and stand right beside us, and I noticed that one of them is looking at me. So I was feeling really shitty that day because I had a flare-up right here. This was purple, this was purple, this was purple, and I was just like, I felt like shit. I was cranky, you know, I was moody. I wasn't in the best of spirits, obviously. So I look at her and she's looking at me, and my friends are like, hey Walter, that girl's looking at you. And she was really pretty. Like, she had makeup on, her skin was so nice. And for some reason, in my mindset, I was just like, yeah, she's looking at me. Like, sorry, I'm timing my, there you go. I use that when I go running. I'm like, yeah, she's looking at me. Like, look at my skin, look at my flare-up. Like, that's what I thought that she was looking at. But, we crossed the street or whatever, and my friends were like, yo, that girl's totally checking you out. And I was just like, oh, like, I don't even know how to explain it. I just felt so stupid. I was just like, but at the same time, like, if I'm in this mindset, like, how can I possibly talk to this girl? Like, oh, hi, my name is Walter. Like, how are you? I'm like, nice to meet you. Like, you know, like, how is that going to work? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I could not have gotten my flirt on. Like, it's possible. It's just like, when you're feeling that way. Yeah. But anyway, that was a real bummer. Like, I was just like, I felt so shit that day. And so whatever. So a couple of days later, I'm chilling with another group of friends that were heavily involved in, like, society, discussing society and stuff like that. We basically focus more on the rights of Filipino women in Canada, because a lot of them come through the living caregiver program and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. I'm not going to get into that because that's totally off topic. Anyway, well, sorry, I have allergies. Anyway, so we're sitting at the table having lunch or whatever, and the subject of eczema comes up, because some of them, like a couple of my friends, have eczema, and apparently it all has to do with society, right? I mean, industrialization, that really blew up within the last couple of decades, right? So we started becoming more cleaner, and, you know, just hygiene went up, and, you know, all that stuff, just mass production of chemicals or whatever. So this is where I'm going with this. My parents came here from the Philippines in the 80s, and especially where they live in the province, so everything is, well, I don't really like to use the word dirty, but it's not as clean as here, obviously, or, you know, in a it's not as clean in the third world country than it is in the first world country. Let's just put it that way, okay? I'm not calling the Philippines dirty. But the water's not treated as well, you know, it's dusty. whatever. But everything's natural. Like we grow our food organically and whatnot. So no pesticides, no nothing. And so my parents have these really strong immune systems. Like their antibodies are really, really active and sensitive or whatnot to basically fight off infection or whatever from these natural elements. So naturally, when my mom gave birth to me, I inherited that that really strong immune system and sensitive immune system. And I was born here, so my body thought that I would be living in this, you know, really dirty area where its immune system would have a lot of things to fight off, whereas I was born in Canada, where it's really clean and industrialized and sterile. And so my body starts taking these antibodies, and it starts fighting off other things, like, for example, the chemicals in foods and vegetables and fruits, right? So I don't know if you guys know what the inflammatory response is. Basically, your antibodies combat these proteins or whatever, and that stimulates the release of histamines. Yeah, I'm checking my notes. Yeah, of histamines, and what histamines does is basically it makes the capillaries in your body open up. It's called vasodilation, and basically white blood cells and all that, all these other things come inside and causes the sites to be swollen, red, and whatnot, and that's your allergic reaction. So that's why we get antihistamines, right? Because histamines is the whole thing that causes the symptoms of an allergic reaction. And basically, what I'm saying is, do you remember the last video? I posted a video I think last year of me saying, oh, you know what, maybe I should just move to the Philippines, maybe I should just move to Australia or something, and my skin's a lot better. It's because when I'm there, like, all the food is organic, and my antibodies are fighting what they're supposed to be fighting in the first place. So there's no more eczema when I go there. God damn it. Like, yeah. So it's not just, you know, it's not us, but it's mostly people who are coming from dirty areas that get eczema. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's supposedly what they're saying. I'm not saying that. That's what's supposedly happening. So I noticed that, like, I just thought I'd offer that little tidbit of wisdom, let you know how I'm doing. My eczema is getting a little bit better. Like, I've still got some flare-ups. Starting to clear up, but this was like peeling and white. And if I look at my arm now, it looks like leather. Anyway, there's not much I can do. Like, we live in this society, and it's not like I'm just going to abandon everything and live in the forest just so that my skin can be good. Like, you know? So if you guys are ever wondering, like me, standing on the curb, why the hell is this happening to me? Why the hell is this happening to my family? Why the hell is this happening to my people? You know, it's just, that's the reason why. Industrialization is one of the main reasons. Like, before that, eczema was like, who had eczema? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, practically no one. Eczema and allergies were so rare. Like, it blew up over the last couple of decades. And but yeah, that felt good to get that off my chest. So thank you for listening. If you did, thank you to the new subscribers. Keep coming, keep watching. I'm still checking out some new things. But keep taking your vitamins. Like, I haven't been taking my vitamins. That's probably why I've been flaring up. But yeah, see you next time. All right, thanks.